Hello and welcome back to me, Ben, playing City Skylines today here on my City Builder channel on YouTube. Today we're again back in Springvalley. As you can see, like some of the things that I did in the last episode are adding this stock market, and another huge park here based on the recommendation from Ray. Thank you very much again for this. So yeah, for this episode, I have a couple of things on my mind actually, and those are adding a new wharf line here alongside the river to make sure that everything is as protected as possible. And right after, I also want to make sure that that main arterial road here gets a straight connection to the on and off ramp here, or that highway intersection. Yeah, so this is what it's all about. And for those of you who haven't worked with Quays or wharfs yet, there is one tool that you actually need for this, and let me quickly show it to you. It's the network multi-tool, and this network multi-tool actually gives you access to one of the important assets here, either the Quay or the City Quay, or the City Quay. And there are a couple of other things like flood walls, shallow canals, or sea walls. Yeah, but honestly, I don't like those, especially not in a river setting. So I'm going for this wall for my build here. So I will start right at the edge of my of my city limits here, and I will try to set up this wall in the best way possible for me right now, just to make sure that I'm not like deleting any existing structure, because that obviously is something that I always try to avoid, because I don't want to rebuild things twice. So that works pretty well, and it also like enlarges or gives me a bit more. Okay, am I moving those rocks? Yeah, I'm moving them. This also gives me a little bit more, moving them over here for now, a little bit more available space to my park area, which is actually quite a good thing, because I always love to get a little bit more space for parks. But I think it should end up pretty nicely here. And you can make things a bit more artificial, but also in the same time a bit more protected than it was before. And I think I will move everything down under the bridge. I have to move them manually, I think. And I will go right alongside the river, just to make sure that it's all set up nicely here. And I think my currently available area should end soon. So I will stop here for now, because after that I don't have like any available buildings. So So, and what you can do now, and I think this is kind of, it always takes a bit, but it makes things look way better. You're actually able to adjust the height of, or align the height according to one specific starting point. So I'm selecting a few nodes here with the Shift key on my keyboard, and from here on I think I'll speed things up for you a little bit, because it might get boring seeing me select one by one all nodes. So I'll be back for you in a second. So, and when you're basically done with the selection process, you can left click here on the toolbox, go to object height, click that, and click on one selected object, and as you can see, it already adjusted the height of the whole thing here, but it's actually a bit too high for my park area. I'm very much surprised. And by still having the nodes selected, I think this could be very helpful, because now I can adjust them manually to my desired height here, or I simply choose like a different vantage point here. So I did that, and it looks way better, because it's not too high. It's getting not too high. Well, there it's a bit ridiculous, honestly. So I am again choosing my node controller here, and I want to make sure that this is not too ridiculously high, that side of the river. And again, same here, same there. So I'm leveling things out a little bit to make it more like pleasing, so that it looks overall way better than it did before. So just give me a few more minutes and bear with me here. I'll be back for you as soon as possible. Thank you. So I think for now it does look really well, and I can kind of live with that. And now it's time to develop another arterial road from Empire Boulevard up here. So might have to change a few things here regarding the road layout, but I think it's more than essential to have that better sooner than later. And I think I should not start here, but probably there in a different angle. Okay, I'm taking care care of this crossing intersection here first. And I want to bring this to that over there. And now I'm using my node controller renewal tool to make sure to straighten out the crossing. And I'm also making sure that this node, I think it's somewhere, probably that node. Yeah, it's too close. It was just too close to the crossing to Butler Street, and I want to take care of that again just to even things out here. The reason why I'm doing this, by the way, is because it optimizes kind of, or it aligns the roads in the best way possible, just to make sure that traffic doesn't have to stop too much just because of using that intersection here. So I'm gonna let the game run for a little bit, and I forgot to reconnect that part here, so I'm quickly doing that by turning on all my guidelines again, because obviously I want to stay within the grid somehow, or at least as far as possible. And then I'm also thinking about including like a new road here already, just to follow that street, or to create a parallel street to this one here. So I think that should work pretty well. And now I'm thinking about breaking up the grid just slightly, just ever so slightly, because I need some more space, some more room for new development here. Going there. And I think then I also want to make sure that I'm not adding in too many intersections. 44, 48 would be a great number. Perfect. Because otherwise I will sooner or later definitely run into issues with my traffic when there are too many intersections in one place. So that should give me some room for further development now. A slight curve here. Yeah, that looks nice. And we could also, that makes sense. Like I do have one road coming up here. Yeah, I have to check and see whether I can sneak in another crossing, like over here. And as you can see, people are using this road already more than I expected, because I believe it's a great way to get to the highway intersection here a lot quicker. Then we'll see whether we will run into any issues with my newly added coastline here. Yeah, that's far too high. I don't like that, so I'm adjusting that as well with the Move It mod again. So as you can see, the quay kind of followed the terrain in some way, but still it was way too high for me here. I think I have to even lower certain nodes here just to make sure that I'm leveling out the shore a little bit better. Yeah, I think that's about it. So it looks way more natural. Now, there it's okay. It's okay, it's okay. That looks a bit odd to me. Yeah, but still, I think we can live with that. That's good. So cars are using this already, and now you can see if I would have used it here or used the road closer to the highway intersection, I think I might have run into other issues as well. And now I'm just checking my settings here for this crossing. There should be no pedestrians crossing. Then all cars can go if there is room to go. Then we have go, go, go. That's all good. And we don't have any traffic lights, which is good. Lane management's not needed, parking neither, so it should be fine. In a little bit. So, and from here I can see, and you can see it as well, my residential demand is skyrocketing at the moment. So I want to do something about that first, because I absolutely need more residentials, more citizens to move in. And to accomplish that, I need new and more room for further development. That should be okay. Perfect. So that's connected. Then I'm also connecting these new roads here to the water network, to the water pipes. And as you can see, I'm always trying to lay down my water pipes below the roads, because it's the most natural way to do that. So yeah, I'm usually following my road lines here, so I'm quickly finishing that up to make sure that everything's covered here in my new districts. And I will also check and see how I can sneak some more roads into that square. I do not want to have another. Yeah, probably. This is always a difficult decision. Like here, I usually would want to go for a road like this here, but I know that this intersection with only 8 units is really close to the close to the main arterial road, and I don't want to mess up with that, because obviously there should be as few intersections as possible attached to it. So what could I use this for? Just thinking out loud here. I want to save this square here to make sure that I can potentially expand the college area, or I'm using this for a huge city park, but on the other hand I already have foggy gardens here. So I think no, that's not good either. Maybe that here. So I think I will go for yeah, I'll leave that square here empty for city services, and then I'm applying some low residential zones, and can I already start an office zone here? Maybe across that park. I'm wondering, because currently I have no industrial, like zero industrial demand, but I will try to fit that in. And then I also want to have at least a few commercial zones here, but that should be it, most likely. And also some like mixed commercial residential zones would be nice. And I'm like not by accident leaving a few things empty here. I'm leaving a few things empty here on purpose, just to make sure that I'm not running into issues with my light commercial zones is good. I don't want to miss any opportunities regarding city services like schools, libraries and such in the near future. And the more growth happens in my town, the more difficult it will become to find a free space to include city services without tearing down a lot of existing structure. And that's the last or the least thing I want to do, for sure. So now okay, residents are moving in, and I'm just speeding things up a little bit to see where we might land. Oh, all those high rises. Wow, interesting. Okay, now I have a little demand for industry or offices, but I think the majority of my citizens are actually not yet educated enough to have like a lot of offices in town. Okay, now I reached small city, which is amazing. because that gives me, let me check, the train, the monorail, the cable cars, train stations, obviously. Yoga garden, I think, is very helpful because it's also beneficial for the health. Basketball arena. Yeah, so I'm all good now, at least for now. And as you can see, I'm adding in more residential zones here because obviously I want to grow my city. Oh no, don't want to have commercially here. Maybe I'm going for the high rise or the high density residential. Okay. So that kind of already solved most of my problems with demands. Curious. No, not yet. No office yet. That would be a huge block here. I'm trying to build something interesting here in the middle. So yeah, I'm going for more residential here. Maybe some high rise or some high density. And more commercial zoning. Probably some offices, because that might develop in the near future. So, and I think it's time to check on my electricity. Yeah, and I almost, like, I assumed that there might be an issue. That's a cool. Do not want to introduce any kind of water. Well, I could probably here add a huge dam. A 144 megawatts. That looks kind of promising. But would it be reasonable to have that in the downtown area? Though it's outside of the downtown area, at least as far as I planned. $208. Let me check. 352. Well, that would be amazing. But this would most likely flood the highway, I believe. I'm curious. Well, I'm not an expert. No. Come on, I'm not yet going for that. 120, so I'm going for another gas thing here, just putting it down. So we should be doing well from an energy perspective, and I think this is also essential for growth, for any future growth and future development. Could I add in So one thought here. So what I'm thinking about is adding in a sports venue here, but not the aquatics. I'm wondering, do I already have oh no, I want to do something else here. That was sloppy planning. So university. I'm going to add in a new path from here. Probably to there. Just moving this out so it looks a bit better. And then I'm adding in some of those faculty buildings, but why does it not turn around? Must be placed roadside. Well, that's ridiculous. Okay, yeah, then you get 2 faculty buildings here. Is it too early for a town of... Yeah, that's too early, come on. I don't need a football team or anything like that yet. I at least want to stay realistic, and even the like the stock exchange. With that kind of growth that I can currently see, and the expectations and demand in my city, I think it was kind of natural that things are changing so quickly, and I'm definitely lacking public transport. So yeah, I think for this episode I'm going to end. I did a lot of things, like adding this here, then adding a lot more residential zones over there, some residential zones over there, including commercials. I added in this new collector main arterial road to make sure that I can split my traffic a little bit more evenly across the city. But now I'm running into general traffic issues anyway, so I have to solve that sooner or later. Maybe I'm also upgrading. What are you doing, guys, here? Where's that coming from? Stop. That's the last thing I'm going to do here. So for now, However, so I added a couple of more houses, more residential zones, more commercial zones, and I also, well, let me check one thing before we're leaving, and I'm sorry, I will definitely leave it as is after that. Yeah, okay. The first few office buildings, I have them now, so the higher educated workforce can work now pretty well in my city. And also there, the offices slowly develop over time, which is amazing. And I invested a little bit of money. So death care service fund is running like crazy. And that's something, forestry industry, maybe I'm going to build it up, whatever. But that's a huge gain, 400. Okay, that's amazing. Yeah. So I'll leave it for now, and I would like to thank you again for joining me today in my city of Springvalley. I'm Ben, and I'm hopefully one of your favorite city builders here on YouTube. In case you haven't followed me yet, I would really highly appreciate if you did so. Leave me a like, leave me a comment. I'm more than happy to answer any questions, and also take into account if you have any suggestions or ideas or wishes for my new town here. So thank you very much in advance. Have a very nice day and hope to see you soon. Bye bye.